Yusuf, who is also the Commissioner for Special Duties, the men of God that are here, my friend, my brother, the former Minister of Petroleum, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, members of the press. Let me start by thanking Almighty God for giving us this opportunity to be here to celebrate our own, our brother, our friend, our colleague, somebody that I feel so good to have met him some years ago. And that was why when I had an opportunity to look for a good Nigerian, somebody who will join us and form a group, a committee, similar to what the keynote speaker mentioned, the team he met in London. I wish he was here to tell him campaigning for us. Maybe if you are to go for the campaigns again, we will consider him to be our campaign director, because we believe that we have all what it takes, especially going by our performances in the past, to deliver. Bishop Isaac Idahosa, congratulations for attaining this age. I believe it is not only the figure that matters, but what you have done to humanity. I believe you have done enough. You have gotten the pass mark, and nobody can take it from you. We see you as one of us any day, any time, because we believe you are a good man. You are the sort of Nigerian that should be supported to ensure that what we have today, which was being described, and nobody, we don't have to even say it, even though this is Lagos, everybody is looking good. For those of us from other parts of the country, we actually know what is happening. And we hope next time Nigerians will do the right thing to ensure that Nigeria is returned to its track. At this point, let me thank the Governor of Niger State, because immediately he was elected, before he was even sworn in, he invited me to Niger State to tell them what we did in Kano, even when most of them knew, but more importantly, how we did it. He brought in every who is who in Niger State, the ulama, the clergy, traditional rulers, politicians, his deputy governor, and everybody. And he gave me an opportunity to explain to them what we have done, especially in the area of education, infrastructure, agriculture, health, and so on and so forth. Now it's almost 2 years. I can comfortably say that Governor Bago, as far as you are concerned, you have your pass mark so far. And at this point, I want to appeal to all our governors across the country to emulate people who have done well. For those of us who have started in 1999 as governors, we hardly remember many things of the Second Republic. Of course, Third Republic, which I was part of as Deputy Speaker of the House of Reps, we had very limited time. So our governor stayed for a very short period of time, and therefore there was very little to learn. Now from 1999 to date, it's a reasonable time, in fact a long time. And there are so many governors in all the states. And governors, those who have an opportunity to be governors now and in the future, must try and do their best. Many people think accumulating wealth is the answer. We never believe that. What is important is performance. It has just been announced by the MC that in 4 years we sponsored over 3,000 young men and women to 14 countries across the world. We selected private universities like Al-Kalam University. Within those 4 years, we sent over 400. Bells University, over 300 here in Ogun State. So also Crescent University, over 300. Even in Canadian University, over 300. Abti in Adamawa, I think about 25. And so on and so on. The idea was to ensure that the son of the poor should go and sit side by side with the sons and daughters of the rich who are sponsoring their children to go to university. Of course, we established 2 universities, state universities, established 26 institutes to train and retrain our young men and women. And I can comfortably tell you that at the end of my tenure, there was no single person with university qualification and wanted to go to the university who was not given that opportunity to go and read under our 100% scholarship, either within or outside the country. Now, if you ask me now, what did I gain? I can tell you I gained so much. Because this Kwankwaso, they are saying, people are taking it for granted. You go to Kano, it's a very serious issue. You remember, in 2003, I lost the election in Kano. Because Buhari came, everybody wanted Buhari. He was president. I was supporting Obasanjo. Many governors, our colleagues with Donald in the north, were saying, vote for Buhari and vote for me to come together. And Chief Obasanjo, for whatever reason, decided to put gubernatorial and presidential elections same day. So people came under confusion, everybody, Buhari, Buhari, I lost the election. I was just laughing like that. I knew it's just a matter of time. I went out, came back, contested. It was just my humble self, the young men and women that we gave free lunch, those who gave uniforms, free education, and so on and so forth. They came out en masse and voted me again. I remember in 2015, we just selected, I selected my deputy to represent him. He won the election. Of course, you know what happened. He changed all what we were doing. He thought we are not good enough. He was doing the opposite. In 2019, with no single senator, no single House of Reps, no single chairman, no single local councillor, all the 480, even my brother here from Lagos, my colleague, was sending so much money to him to support his party. What happened in 2019? These young men and women who were coming from all over the world, because our scholarship was such that go to social country, if you finish and you get a job, don't you come back, stay there. If you want to come back, automatic employment by the state government. So I can tell you, now the Americans is talking about, you go around this country, especially in northern Nigeria, they are all Bala and all sorts of names that have taken over. Just now I was asking somebody who came to my hotel from Federal University in Jigawa. I said, how many are you there scholars? We call them scholars. He said, we are over 150 teaching in Federal University in Dusi. I'm not talking about AU, DUK, and all other institutions today in Northern Nigeria, even in the South. They are all there. So I can tell you, that is always good to be good. I don't need to have billion or trillion. In fact, that's why I'm in peace. I don't have trillion. I don't have it. I don't have even. I won't boast of saying I have billions. But I can tell you, my billions are in the pockets of those young men and women that were being trained. Many of them are professors all over the world. Many of them are very senior businessmen and women. And that is why in 2023, I'm sure you know this NNPP, we picked a very small party. Nobody was given us any chance. But I knew I would at least get coming. At least. And that's what we did. There was nothing anybody did not do in the other parties to get coming. And you'll be surprised, I left PDP to form this party. Abba, the governor now, who was my PA, scored over 1,029,000. The PDP got 15,000. And these were the people who are bragging, believing that they are politicians in Kano and in Nigeria. So, Governor Bago, you are on the right track. If you are doing the right thing, you don't have to be a governor, sitting governor to be a governor. I have left since my days in the Senate in 2015 to 19. I'm jobless. But I can tell you, the crowd is still there. If you keep NNPP now, and I ask you to give me any party, by the grace of God, wherever they know us, we win election. And some people believe that Oka in Kano is not worse in Northern Nigeria. Yes. But why? The reason is simple. Because they know us. They know what we are. They know our capacity and capability. They know our mission and vision. All those things put together is what stands for Kwankwaso. Many people think Nigerians, northerners or southerners are fools. Nobody is a fool. All these young men and women who are wearing this shirt, don't think they are fools. Don't think they are fools. If you like to get one, even in Lagos, even in Abuja, even in go to the church before you have one. No member of Nigerian military will say a bad thing against you because they have seen our capacity. In fact, many officers now at this point of that kind of down had one of the things to say we have done to support them on our space. So Governor, you have an opportunity in this unity. You don't have to put it there. Keep your own white cap. I can assure you that if you continue to do well, as I told you that to be, it's not only your deputy governor or your commissioners who will put it. All these young men, you see, many of them were in primary school when I was governor in 1999. But they benefited, and they appreciate it, and they want to get somebody who will come and do what I've done. And if they are given opportunity again, they will do the same. And that's why we are very happy with the governor of Kano today, because she is executing our programs. And then we have to go to the pen. Because the people who benefit will come and vote for themselves. On election day, I wish you were there in Kano. They will bring billions of naira. They will say nonsense. It's not this money that we want. We want our children to go to school. We want them to get jobs. We want to get infrastructure. Many of you here know we have not built to Kano. As it was being said, we've built the first flyover there, maybe in the north, except for Abuja. And we have done many overhead bridges, underpasses, roads, security. Our work is still standing today in Kano. The security is so tight that all this nonsense we hear, banditry, Boko Haram, they can't go and do that nonsense in Kano. They can't do it. When I was there, any Boko Haram who go close to Kano, he will be handled according to his mission. And everybody knows it. Even the bad government that left in 2023 could not alter the formula, security formula that we have today in Kano. Nigerians are good people. It doesn't matter whether you are America or India or Bangla. They're good people, fantastic. And the elastic limit is so much. Leaders are even taking Nigerians as for granted. They keep on stretching and stretching and stretching. They are still stretching. Look at this issue of tax. We don't need tax now. We need to help poor. That's Kwankwaso. Every day, if you go to Kano now, it's empowerment, empowerment, and empowerment. Every month, when I was governor, we selected 100 women in each of the 44 local governments. And we give them 10,000. That time, 10,000 was big. Now I selected the same number, give them 50,000. After training them for 1 day, 50,000, and in the outside local governments in the city, he gives them 100,000. And to us, it's almost mandatory, as long as you have the money. And with good heart, God will continue to help leaders. And that was why for 8 years, I did not borrow one kobo, either from a local bank or an international bank like IMF or any other. Because we believe there is a lot of money in Nigeria. Anybody who is saying there is no money, either now or not, is either a liar or is part of the deal. Otherwise, there is no money. If I did borrow what was being mentioned for 80 years, I did not borrow one kobo from anybody. Then the question, like the MC was asking, how did you do it? The way to do it is to make sure that you don't soil your fingers. You don't allow people around you to soil their fingers. And soiling fingers is so dangerous. Maybe if I had soiled my fingers, no matter how many trillions I have to be, maybe I wouldn't have been here talking to you. Because you know, as I have so many supporters, friends, don't forget the enemies are still there. That they are better about. So, governors, please try and get your role models. They are there. If you want steal and steal and steal, at the end of the day, you are being hated by your people, go ahead. You finish, you go to the airport, they don't even know you are there. You start introducing you, this is the former governor of so and so. Go ahead, you have the money. At that age, how much can you spend for yourself? Archbishop Designate, congratulations. And don't forget, we see you as a member of the Idahosa'i family. We see you as a member of the NNPP family. And we see you as our own. Keep on moving, keep on doing the right thing. We wish you well.